A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a groundbreaking announcement made on May 13, 2025, U.S. President Donald Trump revealed that the United States will lift long-standing sanctions on Syria, a move that promises to significantly impact the war-torn nation. This decision comes as part of a broader diplomatic mission in the Gulf region, where Trump also secured a staggering $600 billion investment commitment from Saudi Arabia aimed at bolstering the U.S. economy. The announcement was made during Trump's visit to Riyadh, where he engaged in discussions with Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, who has been a key ally in the region. The lifting of sanctions is particularly significant for Syria, which has suffered from over a decade of civil war, resulting in widespread devastation and humanitarian crises. The country has been under U.S. sanctions since it was declared a state sponsor of terrorism in 1979, with additional sanctions imposed in 2004 and after the civil war erupted in 2011. The decision to remove these sanctions has been welcomed by Syrian officials, including Foreign Minister Assad Shibani, who described it as a new start for Syria's reconstruction efforts. Trump humorously acknowledged the role of the Saudi Crown Prince in this decision, stating, "Oh, what I do for the Crown Prince," eliciting laughter from the audience. In conjunction with the sanctions announcement, the U.S. also agreed to sell Saudi Arabia an arms package worth nearly $142 billion, which the White House has labeled as the largest defense cooperation agreement in history. This deal encompasses a variety of defense sectors, including air and missile defense, Air Force advancements, maritime security, and communications. The Saudi prince expressed optimism about the investment opportunities, noting that the initial $600 billion commitment could expand to $1 trillion in the coming months. This partnership underscores the long-standing relationship between the U.S. and Saudi Arabia, which has traditionally revolved around oil and security. As Trump continues his tour, he is set to visit Qatar and the United Arab Emirates, although notably, he has not scheduled a stop in Israel, raising questions about the U.S.'s current priorities in the region. The focus of this trip is heavily centered on economic investment rather than security issues, despite ongoing military operations in Gaza and tensions with Iran. Trump's administration has been actively engaged in discussions regarding Iran's nuclear program, with the president emphasizing the need for a new and improved diplomatic approach to Tehran. He reiterated that if diplomacy fails, the U.S. would exert maximum pressure on Iran. The backdrop of this diplomatic maneuvering is the ongoing conflict in Gaza, where Israel's military operations against Hamas have created a complex landscape for U.S. foreign policy. Trump expressed his fervent hope that Saudi Arabia would soon normalize relations with Israel, indicating a desire for further peace agreements in the region. However, the Israeli government's stance on the conflict and the establishment of a Palestinian state remains a significant hurdle in achieving this goal. As the situation unfolds, the implications of Trump's decisions on Syria, Saudi Arabia, and Iran will be closely monitored by international observers and analysts alike. The lifting of sanctions represents a pivotal shift in U.S. policy towards Syria, while the substantial investment from Saudi Arabia could have far-reaching effects on both nations' economies and geopolitical dynamics. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.